facts and kind of just brush them aside. Like no,
It's sad. Like, how can you
the
deny
sky is not
statistics and
blue.
numbers? Is like math is like the one thing that doesn't lie.
Mm-mm. Shakira's hips don't lie.
I swear to God, I was thinking that exact same song in my head when I was hitting this. Said my hips don't lie. What's your favorite
Sure.
World Cup song?
Bro, waving flags.
Oh my
That
God, dude,
song
that's my
is
favorite
fucking
too, bro. 100%. That is like the hardest.
yeah, that shit
Give
was
your
hard.
inhibitions.
Bro, we started fucking jamming. That's how that should get us blessed, man. Bless. We fucking.
Someone must be talking about me. Have you heard about that? When you
I've never
sneeze,
heard
they
that.
say whenever you sneeze means someone's talking about you.
Really.
Yeah, it's like so say if like your parents are like wondering what you're doing, they're like just talking about you, like, hey, I wonder how John's doing. So you start sneezing, kind of like that kind of thing. Like maybe someone's like talking about you or thinking about you is like the theory of it. There was also a theory is like you know why they say bless you.
Heart thing.
No, it's actually back in the old days they thought when you were sneezing you were like blowing out demons. So whenever like you would sneeze, people were like oh bless you, like they saying like oh bless you, a demon went out because
Oh shit.
sneezed out the demon. Like I think it was like a Christian thing back in like the United States or something. Don't quote me on that, but there's something along the lines like that.
Bro, some pepper, man. Some pepper will make anybody sneeze. Pepper.
Yeah, that too. I love me some pepper though, some black pepper. Ooh.
Oh yeah, on some fried eggs or something.
Oh, some fried eggs are great.
Bro, we got we got fresh eggs and shit, man.
Yeah. Oh, I bet those fresh eggs are delicious,
Yeah,
bro.
I love. I have like a connection with them.
Bro,
Them chickens.
we need to just like start giving everyone like a few chickens. Everyone needs to
Right?
start having like a few chickens, maybe like a couple little animals, maybe have like, decent sized yard, space things out. And then for people who don't want to do that, obviously have like more like condensed like buildings. And just like bro, just having that fresh produce, that fresh
Yeah.
poultry, the fresh eggs.
I mean, then people wouldn't make their money. You know,
Exactly. That's
people got to make a living.
capitalism at its
Yep.
finest.
Yep.
Shout out to Travis. I liked your comment. Thank you. Appreciated it.
Snap.
If you remember this, just let bygones be bygones. And if you hear that, please comment again, because I'll never forget how hard you laughed about that in ninth grade. Oh my god, dude, that shit had me dying.
Travis.
Travis, yeah,
True. I think. I don't know.
Skiles.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. That had him dying.
Shit.
Who's that?
My neighbor.
Your neighbor's here. We're
Yeah.
getting invaded by the neighbors.
I need to check what that boy want. Knocking on the window and shit. And sometimes he gives us like tortillas and stuff. That's
Oh, for
hype.
real?
Yeah.
All right, bet. All right, so I'm just gonna sit here and talk to the viewers for a little bit, just by myself, while John answers his door. His neighbors are, I guess, some kid is here. I got Milo, his little dog, across the room from me right now. Just wondering what he's doing. He's just scratching himself. Just wanted to take another time just to thank everyone and really appreciate everyone who's listening here. And if you do like the podcast, please, help spread it, spread the word. Let your friends, family know if you really do enjoy it. Let other people hear the words. Bears World, support if you want. If you don't, that's okay. Everyone's here, free will, free wild, and just your opinion's all right. Everyone has their own opinion, man. Don't worry about it. Just have a good day, have fun, and try to be happy. So, how's y'all doing today? If you hear this, if you're at this part, I want you to comment down below somewhere, YouTube, um, iTunes, wherever they podcast Spreaker as information, or you can follow me on my social medias at Bears World Pod on Twitter. Bears World Pod. You'll see the little bear in the white with the smoking weed and it's blue. You also have my Instagram, Bears World Pod. So if you want, you can go ahead and follow me on all that too. I would appreciate it. Give me some support and maybe share the profiles and everything. Hopefully, I'm not asking too much, but just trying to do my thing. What your little friend want, John? Did he give you some more tortillas?
Nah, he didn't give us any tortillas, unfortunately. But he was just asking about my uncle, where my uncle was at. My uncle's sleeping, so my uncle didn't want to come to the door. I think he's sleeping.
Yeah. I saw him pop out there earlier.
I'm gonna be working at Ace Hardware. Shout out Ace Hardware.
How your mom and pops doing?
They're good, man. My dad's, well, with his like heart surgery and stuff, like he's gotta stay active. Keep a healthy heart.
True. Eat healthier. He's been eating better.
Yeah, definitely. So
Yeah, I assume he was usually a healthy person in the first place.
yeah,
Somewhat.
yeah. He does his best. He does his best to be as healthy as possible.
I actually have a funny story about your dad.
Yeah.
I remember at AC West, Trotters Park, one time he like got into a scrimmage with us. I don't remember. He was there one time with us at Trotters. I felt bad because it was like a crosser corner or something. So and we both jumped up and I ended up hitting the ball and hitting him and we like both collided heads. Bro, and I felt so bad because like I was fine, but like he was like wobbly a little bit. Oh my god, I felt so bad for him. I was like, damn.
Shit. He was
And
wobbly.
I was like a young kid, and he was older than me, so I was like, oh shit, I felt bad. I was like, man.
Yeah.
But then he ate it. He was a good guy. He was like, oh, good. And I was like, all right, thank you. I was like, whew. Bro, but do you remember that the one game where that one kid jumped up for the head and I headbutted him and he had like a giant purple knot on his head and I was perfectly fine.
That's not. Yeah.
And you got mad. You guys were like mad at the referee wanted to like smear a banana on her windshield.
Yeah.
Who was that?
That was an ACYS game?
No, that was like a Lake County game.
That was a Lake County game?
Or yeah, that was a Lake County game.
That was okay.
We were like younger.
Shit.
Like
that was the same game that we wanted to smear bananas on the ref's windshield?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were like super young.
Damn, bro.
Because it was like some female ref, I think.
It's so hard for me to remember a lot of the games that I had.
I'm pretty sure I've gotten brain damage from soccer, bro.
I've definitely gotten brain damage from soccer.
You know, they say like soccer players have a pretty high chance of, or not a high chance. Don't quote me now. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know the numbers, but there's like soccer players are showing signs of CTE because the constant heading of the ball and being a defender. I got kneed and kicked and cleated in the head so many times and headbutted.
Being young and heading like really hard balls because I started like playing like in adult leagues at really young and started like heading the ball.
Probably like 14 to 15. Do you remember in middle school when that high schooler kid came and took that one shot full power and I ate it in like the middle of practice and Miss Brewer was like freaking out. She's like, "Oh my god, are you alright?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Shit. Yeah, I think I do recall that.
Yeah, he like I don't know. He usually like put full power in that shit like as a high schooler into like a middle school game.
Who was that?
I can't remember his name, man. I think it was. I was like, I think we were in like 7th grade when it happened.
Oh shit. No, I was at Tavares 7th grade.
Were you at Eustis 8th grade?
Eustis.
Then it had to have been 8th grade.
9th grade. Yeah. Okay.
Man, my memory's so bad for some reason. I have like really weird selective memory, dude. Like I can barely remember what I did last week, but then I can just pull some random ass facts and information. I have like the most weirdest information and knowledge.
That's kind of just like your brain's way of prioritizing like energy and fucking brain juice.
Yeah, like a whale's penis is called a dork.
I didn't.
Yeah, you do now.
I didn't. What? No, I didn't know that. Dork.
Yeah, dork. DORK.
Shit, I remember one time I tried reading the book Moby Dick. And I didn't finish it.
Why did it scare you?
Oh shit! Nah, it was just too long of a book, and I just didn't finish it. I wasn't committed enough to finish Moby Dick. It was at that. Oh, also I was renting it from the Lake Sumter bookstore or library. And
you had to return it?
Yeah, I kept having to return it.
Yeah, I've been trying to read more. Like I want to read more because obviously reading's good for you and it's good for your brain because it's better than just like. I'm like old school. I prefer like actual books instead of like reading online and such. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I prefer like to hold a book in my hands rather than like a Kindle or something like that.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to read this. I've been reading this one book for like a couple months now, and I want to read more. I have another book I have planned on reading right now. But like I just want in general just start reading more because it'll be better for your brain.
Yeah, man. I mean, so I'd always learn the best way I'd learn was just kind of like diversifying the way I kind of intake information. I'd do kind of like an hour of video, hour of reading, hour of just writing.
Oh yeah, I mean definitely
You
there's
know.
like good in good to intake forms everywhere. I have been slacking on my reading as well. I just want to read more, and also I like reading. It's entertaining and just for fun, And there's good books out there that you can get really good like advice and shit from. So good to make money, to better educate yourself, to be happier, to be whatever you need. I mean, there's a bunch of crazy books out there, bro.
Man, I didn't know what the hell to start reading when I like realized reading was important. Like, there's a point in time that I realized reading was important. I never really thought about it until like it was a couple summers ago.
Yeah, because I feel like in school they force you to read, to take tests, to
Right.
get a score, to get points, to and you read a certain amount of points. It was like more of a force thing, and trying to instead of trying to get you to read for entertainment, for
Or to
fun.
learn something you're interested
Yeah,
in.
and they force you to read like the shitty books that give you like 2 points that are like 50 pages because you just wanted to get it done quick,
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
just do
them
like 10 of
Goosebumps
those,
book.
or you would have the one smart kid AJ that had like 4,000 AR points,
Shout out AJ.
and AR points are like what, like they're like something reading points, like assisted
Um,
reading, or
I don't know.
I don't know, but they're like a tested grade we had here. Where
A lot of other states have had it.
yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
you read a book, you take a test on it to prove you read it. You just have like the smart kid, and the kid literally had like a record for the most books read and the most error points in the history of like our middle school. It was crazy.
Shout out AJ.
Yeah, man, smart kid. I wonder what he's doing these days.
Shoot, probably working for somebody.
I don't know. Shout out AJ. But I mean, that's not what sucks is about school. Is it's more about trying to teach the kids in a way that's like not necessarily healthy. Force you to sit here. They sit you down, put your head in a book, take tests. I mean, obviously it's not boring. A lot of kids can't learn like that. Some kids can, but you got to make it interesting for the kids. Kids are they're emotional. They definitely feed off example, and you got to have teachers who really care and want to teach it and make them learn, and you got to make it fun for them.
I've come across my healthy share of shitty teachers.
We all have. Tell me,
Yeah.
let me hear some of your shitty teachers.
Oh man.
Like what's going on
My
here?
third grade teacher, she'd always just fucking scream, bro. She just always screaming at everybody, like,
You can't be doing that to third grade
bro,
kids, bro. You
not
can't
at
be
all.
screaming at them because they see that and that kids are they absorb so much when they're young.
And no, she just had a bad habit of screaming a lot.
That's
She was
crazy.
like, it was early in the morning. She would start early, I remember. Start screaming, and like it definitely wake us up, but like we'd be all tense the rest of the day and shit. Some kids would be crying by like fucking 8 o'clock. And that shit's just more unnecessary noise. Like, I think I'm trying to read Goosebumps. Come
Goosebumps.
on.
I remember. Oh my god, Goosebumps had like TV shows too and like 2 movie adaptations. I think.
Yeah, I fucked up the TV
I bet
shows.
a lot of the kids nowadays probably don't even know what Goosebumps is. That's
Nah,
crazy. Cause
Jack Black like dropped the Goosebumps movies.
oh, I guess yeah. I guess they would. The newer stuff, yeah. I guess it is still popular probably among younger stuff. I mean, it's crazy like a lot of the older cartoons that we knew and like a bunch of stuff we grew up, like a lot of the
Yeah.
younger kids that don't know about yet, and it's like, oh, we get it now. And you get to an age where you're kind of like, oh, I kind of get what means to be a little bit older, and the generation doesn't understand what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's weird.
I hear that. I went in I did my alumni game, my alumni high school game.
Really?
Yeah, we did an alumni game, and
Did you whoop the team?
we did beat them. We did beat them. But it was surprising because they're like kids that I remember seeing as freshmen when I was a senior, right? And I mean it's cool to see them progress. It's always cool to see them
Oh yeah, you
progress
come
and
back 4 years
improve.
later and you're like, oh wow, that's you.
Yeah, yeah, and I was surprised by how much more energy these fucking kids had, bro. They're like a bunch of Energizer bunnies running around me. I was like, what the fuck?
And then you're just tired as fuck. You're like, what's going on here, man?
Right?
You're like, why do I feel so old? I'm 22.
Yeah. I was like, this cannot be real. Like, how the fuck do they have so much more energy than I do?
It's crazy. It's like, bro, even when I was younger, I was like, man, I realized like the older you get, the less energy you fucking have, bro. I was like, man, when I was a kid, I could run for days, and like the older and older, I stopped doing less work.